All right, let's get started. Let's get started now. You can understand every single thing that is there to be understood about manifestation, the principles of manifestation, the fact that all is what the fact that your beliefs govern to a very huge extent what your reality is going to be, the fact that the reality is but a mirror. You can understand all sorts of principles like that. You can be an extremely skilled manifester, but even before you get there, even before you get to the point where you are an extremely skilled manifestation, before that there's going to be one more thing. And what's that? You are bombarded with tens of hours of information, hundreds of hours of information about how beliefs dictate your reality, RAS, habits, discipline, push, hustle, and all of that stuff. I mean, that's one flavor that you are bombarded with. But there are also other flavors, like let's just stick to the manifestation flavor right now. Yeah. Now, you would have come across this Reddit thread, dimension jumping, where people, folks are just, sitting in front of the mirror and trying to jump into a world where they're just putting themselves in a different world. That could be one scenario that could be one thing that you must have come across, or you must have come across stuff like how your beliefs are blocking you from the reality that you want to experience. That could be 2 or 3. You could, the scripting technique, right? 3-6-9 technique. You 3 times you write in the morning, 6 times you write in the morning, 9 times you write in the morning. Robotic affirmations. You keep affirming like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I'm rich, I'm making this much amount of money, I'm making 10 lakhs a month, I'm making 1 crore a month, I'm making 100 crores a month. Okay, right, affirmations, scripting, the same stuff you'll be writing. And then what? You will be doing what? You will be visualizing. Be in the state of Sabbath. Be in the state of Sabbath. Okay, close your eyes. Now, put yourself in the desired reality that you'd like to experience. Relax your muscles, relax your body, and all of that stuff, right? You're basically visualizing and sensorily immersing yourself in the desired reality that you want to experience. Somebody will come and tell you that your beliefs are blocking you from accessing the reality that you want to experience, which is true. Somebody else will come and tell you that, trauma is the thing that's blocking you from experiencing the reality that you want to experience because you do not feel safe in the new reality that you want to put yourself in. Right? And we're going to stick to the manifestation genre for now. So that's why I'm excluding habits, self-discipline, and all of that. Right? Anyways, so you will be coming across hundreds of perspectives. That's messy. Let's make it easy for you. Shall we? Shall we make it easy for you? No. Shall we? No. All right. So let's just say you've sorted it out, right? Let me actually make it easy for you in a minute. Just put yourselves embody the state of wish fulfilled. And your boss, what do you say? Embody the state of wish fulfilled. Or you can do scripting, you can do visualization, you can do immersing yourself, not necessarily through visuals but through other senses, you're hearing an audio, you're feeling it on your skin, you're feeling it in your body, and all that stuff in the state of desired reality. You keep doing that, and along with that, for you to access the reality that you want to access, you bring out the beliefs that you're currently holding and look into them, dissect them, and reframe the belief, give the beliefs an opposing perspective and reframe in such a manner that the beliefs get deleted. You can use 10 different types of techniques for you to replace the beliefs that you have that are restricting you from identifying, accessing the reality that you want to access before. What? Yeah, you can do all sorts of techniques, right? As long as you're able to identify the beliefs that are stopping you from. You see, the thing is, when you are putting yourself in the reality that you want to put yourself into through visualization, affirmation, embodying state, embodying the identity, whatever that is, what you They're going to be blocks. Blocks are going to be beliefs. Now, you do that. You work. You identify those beliefs, remove the beliefs, and do the work, right? But then you're also going to again have blocks. The blocks are going to be what? Intense negative emotional experiences, beliefs you formed during emotional experience. For example, let's say somebody is struggling with in the sphere of relationships or money, right? If you're talking about somebody who's struggling in the sphere of relationships, they're just like, some, like, they tried talking to somebody, they did not have, but they're not aware how the dating dynamics work and attraction works and communication works when it comes to dating and all that, right? Maybe he just have taken, he or she must have just taken action, and then some negative experience, and then, like, from that, like, maybe everybody started bullying him because, like, he went and proposed or whatever that is, right? So that could be one negative experience, because of which, dating / partner is equal to huge shame, is the subconscious association that is formed then. Or when it comes to money, right? When it comes to money, every time the topic of money comes in the household, when you are a kid or amongst the friends, everybody's body language is different. Suddenly everybody's feeling constricted and all of that stuff, right? Now, so the moment you have to start thinking about money, the brain will block because of the emotions that you are likely to that are likely to cook up in your head and body, not in your head but your body, the moment you start thinking about it. So that could be a block. So basically, you identify the like beliefs that are like not very intense, beliefs that are like at relatively not so deep level, but for the beliefs that are formed with an extreme intense emotional experience that is negative, you'll have to work a little bit more, like release trauma, take whatever approach method, like, if you go to spiritual distances, I'm taking off the energy from your body, which might be true, right? I'm like, the soul is attached, which might be true, right? Or if you're taking more of a not somatic release thing, that part of that experience is in your body, and we're removing that through the visualization or through the meditation, whatever that is. Do whatever you want, but get that off your system. So what did I say? I have said I'm going to make it all easy for you, right? Let me make it easy for you. So you put yourself in the state of wish fulfill, identity of wish fulfill. You work on the beliefs, you work on the beliefs, and you work on the beliefs used by negative emotional experiences, and get comfortable with the new reality. For like, techniques are infinite, dude. You know that. You can create 1,000 new techniques today from scratch. Understand the principles. That's it. 4 steps. Pick a desired reality, embody, decide the identity, and like, for you to make 10 crores a month, a crore a month, the kind of person you will be visualizing yourself to be is going to be different from the kind of person that your friend or your sibling or your dad or your mom will be visualizing themselves to be. You need to understand that there is a unique flavor to each and every single one of us, and you have to embrace it. You can't just cook the same stuff that somebody else told. You gotta customize it for yourself, right? Right. Now, that's it, bro. That's it. Yeah. You just have to do that, and once you start embodying the state of wish fulfilled, once you start embodying the identity of wish fulfilled, you work on the beliefs fused by emotion, and then you'll start seeing shifts in terms of ideas being placed in your head, in terms of natural inclination towards action. If you are having beliefs that are blocking, that's why you parallelly work on the beliefs and the trauma, so that it is off and you feel comfortable roaming around the new reality, and like allowing the ideas to come for the new reality come into fruition, and allowing the actions to be taken for the new reality come into fruition. That's pretty much it. But understanding everything that you have to understand about manifestation is not sufficient, because that is not going to change the game for you. What's going to change the game for you is understanding is good, but if you don't know who you are as a very unique individual that you are, it's not going to do anything. No, it's still going to do. It'll do something like, I wouldn't say I was very skilled at manifestation when I got into the college that I got into. But yeah, all I did was had a wallpaper of the college that I wanted to get. And it was not really I did have the good times, but it was not really a very pleasant experience. There was a lot of, how did I don't deserve this and all of that stuff. So you got to understand your story. You have to be very mindful of your story. You have to understand who you are at the core. At the core, you are pure awareness and consciousness, just like you, just like me, just like everybody else, just like every single thing, every single being. Anyways, So it's important that you understand who you are as a unique individual, and it's important that you understand who you are as a uh, as pure awareness. These are very fundamental. What's the story? So you got skilled, extremely skilled at the in the skill of manifestation. That's good. You also got to get extremely aware about yourself as the unique individual that you are, and as a source. Stem from the source, or the drop of the source consciousness, or the awareness that you are. You got to get that. Fine, these two will do half the lifting, but you still, it's ideal that you understand how the world works, how a global output of $1.2 trillion, something of that sort, is being generated. What are the industries that put you in the, like, what are the industries that are moving the human civilization forward? What are the industries that are changing the way the world is working, right? At a point in time, it was energy, primarily fueled by petroleum and natural gas. That was the major force. And then later on, you have, even before that, you had the industrial, industrial, or whatever, machines and all that, industrial revolution and all that. Now it's AI and compute, intelligence and creativity embedded into system, which can, like agents basically. Okay, you getting the point, right? So you need to understand how the world works, how institutions work, how banking systems work, how work works, how leisure works, how all of that stuff works, man. It's basically self-awareness, it's manifestation, it's world understanding, mental models to make sense of the world of business, the world of institutions, the world of finance and banking. But anyways, let's park the third one for a select club of individuals. Let's just park the third one for a select club of individuals, which we'll decide later. But for now, I think it's a fundamental human duty. I wouldn't say duty, but yeah. I wouldn't even say right, but yeah. You're getting the point, right? It's the moment you understand the principles of manifestation, how the nuanced understanding of how manifestation works, who you are, life is going to be a lot more enjoyable than it is right now. See you in the next video.